What's good with the YouTube? You already know. Big Flocka with a convict's perspective. And I'm smashing, dashing, sliding on through with a little bit of energy. Check this out, man. Please hit the like and subscribe. And the algorithm, I'm coming through smashing like always, man, because we got a topic we got to discuss. I just posted a video not that long ago where allegedly Blockboy passed away in the county jail. Allegedly, he's still alive. I guess he gave a statement. But this does not take back the charges he has been accused of committing. Now, first and foremost, he's 27 years old. Francisco Nieto, right, is his name, from Jalisco, right? Now, his hood, I forgot. I'm trying to think what hood he was from again. Let me get this information, man, because it's been a busy day, guys. Okay, let me see. Real quick, he's actually from Hazel Block, and someone just else gave me some information right now that knows him, right? I guess, yeah. So this is what's going on. 27 years old, right? Allegedly, he was dating a chick, right? Some people have tried to put out there she was 15. Some others have put out she was 17 in high school, okay? According to the media publications, the newspapers and whatnot, it doesn't give an age, okay? It does state that she was in high school. This account of what occurred was allegedly reported to, I believe, the high school human resources there, a counselor or whatnot, about that on the September 27th. He approached her, I think it was on Suter and D Street, around that area in Hollister, with a gun, pretty much snatched her up, threw her in the car, took her to the house, threatened to kill her family, threatened her, did all kinds of abusive, weird stuff to her, right? Then let her go. Next day, she reported this to the high school, right? Which further, she said she used to be in a relationship with him, which based upon that, they put a protective order. So that right there clearly states that he had some type of deviant type of behavior, or she was underage. 27 years old and a chick in high school, okay? Whether she's 15 or 17, it's not acceptable, period. I look at it the same way, man. And that should be an issue that people need to look at point blank. There's no defending that, man. A 27-year-old man with a 17-year-old female that's still in high school. Shame on this vato, man, and anybody that's going to support that type of shit. Now, if she's 18, okay, yeah, I would understand that a little bit, but the behavior, kidnapping, snatching her up and whatnot, is not acceptable towards a female, especially a female that's so young-minded that she's still in high school. Okay, so this is just my personal perspective, my personal view. I don't have all the details. I don't have all the information. I do know he was arrested on these charges. I do know that he is 27 years old. I do know the victim was in high school. Okay, now what is acceptable and what is not with this? There's nothing acceptable whatsoever. You're 27 years old. You're a grown man. You're leaning more towards your 30s, not your teens. Okay? And I guess I think the dad's girlfriend was defending her or whatnot. I understand where you're coming from. That's your husband's, you know what I'm saying, or your boyfriend's son, right? But at the same time, man, what if this was your daughter? Would you want your daughter, 15 or 17, dating a 27-year-old man? Fuck no, I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? It would not be acceptable. And that goes to show for anything. Like, someone was getting at me, right? Saying like, look, man, you guys have to have that same type of energy towards those up north that get accused of certain offenses, man. And I'm the same way, whoever it may be. If he was dating a 17-year-old or 15-year-old, he's a piece of shit, period. I mean, point blank. There's one thing, like you guys know about my character, is I do not tolerate, condone, or encourage, or will ever support anybody who does deviant type of behavior. And I will have the same type of energy, whether they're from down south or up north. And I think everybody else should have those same type of moral compass too, as well. Because like I said, some people are quick to turn a cheek when the situation arises because, oh, it's their homeboy. Oh, you know what? Maybe she has it coming. Nah, there's no tolerance for that, period, man. She's underage. Even if she was the most disrespectful female, just based upon her age, you shouldn't have been fucking with her in the first place. Okay? So that's going to be my number one question. My main question is this right now, is if he's 27 and she was 15 or even 17, right? Why weren't his homeboys calling him on that shit? Why was it acceptable? Okay? Not one person has yet told me that she was an adult, and I believe if she would have been an adult, it would have been put that in the news media publication. It said that based upon him having a relationship with her, a protective order had to be placed. That speaks volumes. You was fucking with an underage female. And there's no acceptance, there's no tolerance for it. I mean, I don't care what goes on in Mexico or whatnot. You're in the United States. That shit does not work here, man. You know, I have daughters myself, man. If I heard something like that, man, You best believe me, man. That dude's being tied up on what he tried to do to her. I'm gonna be doing to that boy, man. Straight up. Anyways, I guess there was a lot of false rumors on the media, man. I fell for it as well because numerous people said, hey, he killed himself, man. He was found dead in the cell. Apparently, it was a 27-year-old, but it was someone that was it wasn't him. So people pretty much assumed it was him based upon the charges he's been charged with, which I think is kidnapping, terrorist threats, all the normal stuff that occurs when someone is accused of a domestic violence type of incident. There's no charges yet of statutory or anything like that. We'll see if that comes later on. You know what I'm saying? But those are the main charges that I've heard he's been charged with. In any event, like I said, man, if she's 18, then I get it, but it still doesn't look right, man. The actions, the behavior, and whatnot to a young female that's in high school. If they're that young and they're that fucking naive, you don't fuck with them. But if she was underage, there's going to be no pass on this, period. There's probably going to be no pass based upon the charges he's being charged with. You know what I'm saying? And, I get it. Females can sit there and, create stories and whatnot, man. But the man sat there and ran the minute the cops seen him. And the same gun that she allegedly said was used on her is what they found him with. So, I mean, come on now. Of course, you're going to want to try to cover this up, man. But this is a typical pattern that's happened in the rap game, man. Because most rappers who start to rap as they get older, older females can see through the bullshit sometimes, you know what I mean? That not everybody that's in the rap game is fucking balling, doing their thing. They may have a couple dope tracks out there. They may be in the mix, man. But there's very minimal in the Bay Area that really make it, that are well recognized. You know what I'm saying? So you get these young females, which get a lot of young rappers in trouble because they start fucking with them. You know what I'm saying? There's been rappers who've done this before where they've had not one but two accounts of fucking around with underage girls. There's no tolerance for that shit, man. You're basically using your fucking rap stage career to go fucking knock females that are underage because of what you're looked at as, not because of who the fuck you are. You know what I mean? And that's the reality of it, man. All that predator type of shit, that taking advantage of underage female shit, man, that's not acceptable. That's not the get down. You know what I'm saying? And under no circumstances should anybody turn a cheek to that. One and done is what I say. You know what I mean? Every man has his right to court. Their right to a trial, their due process and whatnot, man. But, I mean, this isn't the first time he's been in the mix with this female. So, to me, that says a whole lot, man. So, for all those guys out there, too, man, don't put yourself in the position, man, where you get caught with an underage chick. Or some of these motherfuckers, let's be honest, they know it's an underage chick, and then they use the excuse, oh, she told me she was older. You're full of shit 90% of the time. You motherfuckers are full of shit when you say that, man. You motherfuckers know, and you do it, and then when you get caught, you try to fucking place blame you didn't know. That's the fucking truth of it, man. You could tell. I could sit there and see a 15-year-old girl. I know she's 15 or 16. There's very few females that are going to look like they're in their fucking 20s. So when I hear that fucking excuse and the run-of-the-mill, like, oh, she told me she was older. Well, motherfucker, check IDs. Don't get caught up, not once, twice, like some other rappers have, and then try to come up with an excuse because ain't no one gonna buy that shit. I don't buy it no more from people, because I could see a 15-year-old girl that's even trying to do her makeup and done all nice up, trying to look as an adult. I could tell that they're underage. So if I can tell, I'm pretty sure everybody else can tell. So all that excuses people come up with, oh, she told me she was older. Come on, man. People ain't that dumb, man. Or people, if you really hear those excuses, man, don't accept it, man. Because half the time, I'm telling you, 90% of the time, they're fucking bullshitting, man. They just didn't give a fuck. And then when they get caught, they try to justify it. That's the nature of the game sometimes out in the streets, man. So anyways, real quick spill, man. He still has his due date in court, man. I don't fuck with deviant motherfuckers, period, man. That's just one thing I have a very, very strict moral compass with, man. So this is just my opinion. This is my view. You know what I'm saying? If there's anything wrong in what I'm saying, hey, I'll take accountability in it. But this is what I've been told on this individual and the charges. And there's just too many things that just add up. There's a list of things that just speak volumes that you can't explain. If people can argue it, you can try to contest it, but it is what it is, man. Anyways, it's your boy Flacco. I'm gone.